Well, hello again. It's like August 6th, 2020. Been a little over a month since I did a video. Just kind of felt like I would give an update for all you 5 people that maybe watch this. It's the COVID thing is kind of ramped up again. It's really silly, like just out of nowhere, like the governor of Indiana had posted something about like masks were mandatory outdoors, and it was going to be a Class B misdemeanor, which was like 6 months jail time for not wearing a mask in public. Which, like, I've been asking a lot of like police and people that I know and that are connected with that sector of society, and they're all saying, I'm not enforcing that. That's our department's not going to have a chance to get out and arrest people for not wearing a mask. We've got bigger things to worry about. So pretty much because the entire state's law enforcement said, oh, sorry, we can't handle that, no thanks. And then the legislature was saying, you know, you can't do that. You can't mandate that. You can make a recommendation, but you can't really make it a mandatory something that is going to cause a loss of freedoms or have such a penalty. So, anyways, it's been kind of up and down. You know, some places that weren't requiring masks now are. There's still some stores that, you know, are hardcore requiring masks, but walk in and say, religious exemption, you know, Civil Rights Act. I believe the mask is mark of the beast. So what are you going to do? You're going to, you know, deny me my religious freedom to express my belief? And they usually back down pretty quick. But I find that you go into a lot of your big box stores and they don't even say anything. They might say put a mask on, and you just keep walking, and they don't harass you. You know, people kind of look at me here and there when I'm not wearing a mask, and I will say I'm highly embarrassed to say I have had to end up wearing a mask a couple times over the last month. There's just some points where I don't have the time to fight it. I don't have the energy to fight it. I don't wear a mask. I'll put a bandana around my face and bunch it up over my nose with just a little triangle over my mouth. So it's just a little flap that's hanging out so I can still breathe. You know, there's a couple work-related things that, you know, really mandate it. But I mean, total over this entire thing, I have had a covering over my face for definitely less than an hour, probably less than 20 minutes, realistically. I had to go into the city building one day to get my carry permit. So I didn't really want to mess around with that. I figured that's something that I need to have. So, anyways, yeah, quit babbling about all that. You know, as I said before, if you're not in silver already, what the freak are you waiting on? Like, you're about to lose everything if you don't transfer into precious metals, land, ammo, storable foods, seeds. You're going to lose everything. And I know some people are more one or the other. Silver has the biggest room for not just hedging your money, but actually investing and growing your money. So even though the dollar's going down and interest rates are going, potentially, not yet. Right now we're still looking at maybe even lower interest rates, but we're talking basically before October, there may be some kind of yield control correction where interest rates could just straight up kind of thing to send us into a deflation, hyperinflation. Doesn't really matter. It all is bad for us little people, and it's all good for gold and silver. Or just the values of everything will go up because the value of your dollar will go down. And that's kind of a simplistic way of looking at it, but it's hard to distill hours and hours and hours of info into a 10-15 minute video. But ultimately, I've been begging friends and family to buy some flippin' silver. It's like you can still find $30 ounces right now as of today, and you could still literally turn around and sell that on eBay for $35 and make money just doing that all day long. But nonetheless, why aren't you trying to protect yourself a little bit? Traditionally they say put 10% in gold and silver. A lot of people right now are saying 20%. I'm telling you, take everything you can with, pay your bills, have enough to buy food and gas and whatever you need for your day-to-day life. Set that aside, put everything else into gold and silver. I promise you it's okay. No, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm telling you from obsessively researching this for like the last 6 months and beyond that, I've dabbled in it for the last decade, but anybody that really digs into this sees that it's a no-brainer. It's going to be huge. I mean, we're seeing it climb about $1 a day lately. This last 2 weeks has been insane. Gold is at an all-time high. It's about to break loose and go like hyperbolic. So enough of that. Get out there and do it. There's a few cryptocurrencies too that I've kind of taken interest in, with all this talk of the SWIFT banking system ending, which is like the old way of transferring money around the world. It's been talked forever of switching to a digital currency for global currency. I think that's kind of inevitable in a lot of ways. It's just which currency are they going to use? Nobody said officially. XRP or Ripple has been kind of the one that's been trying to line itself up and be in that position. It's 30 cents a coin right now. I bought it at 20 cents a coin like 2 weeks ago. So I mean, I've already made like $100 on a $200 investment. So you might just go put a few bucks on that, and who knows, might work out. There's another one that I've been kind of looking at, GSX. It's a gold-backed digital currency, stable coin that actually is backed up by a gold and platinum mine in Africa. Sounds interesting. It's like 4 pennies per share or per coin right now. So stupid cheap. And if you buy in, I think in the next few weeks before, it's like before November, you get like a special rate. So whenever I did it the other day, I got like an extra 53% for free. So for a $200 investment, I got like 6,600 coins. So even if it goes up to $1, I've made significant money. Basically anything other than being in, bonds or standard fiat currency style investments are going to fail miserably for you. So please get out of that crap. Sell it off. I've considered selling everything I own and just buying more silver because it's going to be that significant. Anyways, what else is going on? I mean, there's, I've been kind of slipping back into the QAnon information for any of you that are interested. Those who don't know what that is, even if you think it's a bunch of hogwash, whether you support Trump or not, I suggest just becoming familiar with the information, because it's kind of fascinating, and I flip-flopped a lot. No, it's not real, it can't be real, it's too good to be true. Some of it's like trying to research the flat earth kind of stuff. It's like, this is insane. There's no way that this could possibly be real. But the more you look into it, it's like, this is interesting, and I have to at least consider the possibility of some of these things that people are claiming, because it sounds fairly promising and it makes sense. But, you know, are there going to be total debt forgiveness and people's mortgages and stuff get paid off? I don't know. But, you know, are we going to see the human trafficking stuff get wiped out and taken down? I think there's a pretty solid effort to move law enforcement in that direction. I think that, you know, it seems that Trump is actually making a solid swing at that. You know, are we going to go to a gold-backed currency? It sure as heck seems like something's moving in that way. I mean, with the Federal Reserve bringing in Judy Shelton, who's very gold-friendly, you know, it favors a lot of other smaller countries around the world want to be in a gold-backed secure currency. So, you know, a lot of the Q stuff is very interesting, and I think more and more it could be real. And I think if it wasn't real, then why the heck would they be encouraging people to buy gold and silver? You know, why would they be calling out these people that are typically, you know, they're Republican and Democrat. It's not a, you know, one party against another kind of thing. It's just calling out. It's literally talking like draining the swamp, like Trump has said. So I don't know. I try not to just swim in the craziness of Trump worship, and I don't necessarily love him as a human being. But you really got to wonder if there's not something bigger at play here. And I've said before, it could all go against us. It could turn really badly at the last minute, you know. November 5th or 6th, it could all change after he gets reelected. Which, let's be realistic, he's going to get reelected. The Democrats aren't even campaigning. Joe Biden can't form a sentence. He attacks the people that ask him questions. So unless the Democrats are going to do a last-minute switch to somebody else, I can't see where Biden's actually even going to have a snowball's chance in hell at coming close. I mean, I know several liberals and Democrats that are switching the other way, and I don't know. I typically don't vote. I very well might this year, just because it, you know, I don't know. We'll see if there'll even be regular voting. But yeah. What else? Bombing in Beirut. Feel awful for those people over there. Still don't know what that was about. That was like yesterday, the day before. Some bizarre like lightning strike or direct energy weapon or something in China. There's talks of this like Three Gorges Dam in China that's going to overflow or potentially burst or whatever. And there's like upwards of 1 million people that live downstream from that. How many millions of people might die if that busts, and how sad that would be. So, you know, there's supposedly China's having to buy more and more of their crops from us because their fields are getting flooded. I don't know, lots of crazy stuff, but of course that would be good for our farmers, that would be good for our economy. You've got the banks are, you know, JP Morgan is supposedly getting questioned by the IRS now I mean, there's kind of been rumors of stuff like that lately. Just a lot going on. So, yeah, I don't know. It's, again, go buy some silver. Do it. Bye.